A lot of the game is going to be decided right here today. Harvard has struggled this season at the Faceoff X. They are double polling. Sean Jordan is on the near side, and Martin Nelson's at the top of your screen. Jerry Byrne did tell us that is unsustainable, though, because that's a lot of time on the field for both of those two men. Trying to create a scrum, create a ground ball, and win that ground ball. And it's still loose. And it's picked up by Sean Jordan. The plan works on opportunity number one.
Yeah, Madden Murphy has really become didn't realize the ball was still in his stick at that point. He looked down and just kind of rifles it towards the net and finds its way home.
I don't think Martin Nelson knew what to do. I'm not supposed to be here right now.
Got those bug eyes on the doorstep when he realized that he still had the ball.
Madden Murphy does pick up the second face-off here for BU. Although they can't clear it. So now Harvard's going to get back-to-back. This is exactly the response that Jerry Byrne was looking for out of his Crimson team. BU's coming off a win over the third-ranked team in the country in Army, who they beat as the #1 team a year ago and then lost the next game. So what kind of response do the Terriers have tonight?
Well, the start is from the point down to that area. They need to take it away. So far, they haven't found an answer to it.
And Harvard has done a good job mixing things up at the Faceoff X, which has been the issue throughout the season. BU able to pick up this one, though. That's their second win. And then they throw it away. The Terriers are unable to find themselves an offensive possession.
Terriers, but the light bulb really starting to go on, right? Something that, again, as a freshman, still adjusting to the speed of the play here at D1. And Ryan Poley said as much when we chatted with him this week. He said it's not completely on yet, almost like a dimmer, but he's getting really close. And we're starting to see some flashes of what Andrew Pape can be over the next couple of years.
Ball still loose as Ferraro had it for a hot second. And it will be a BU ball off of the face-off midway through the first. How much faster is this game?
Improves it around Stevens and nets it home. Here comes BU scratching and clawing back into this thing.
First goal in 5 games for the first-year Ben Morris. And another face-off victory for Harvard. They're now 4 for 8. And Jerry Byrne going to take
in like an immense job right there by the referees on the field.
5-2 lead for the Crimson. Both Perry and Gaffney were guys that missed last season completely due to injury. That takes time. It's now 8 goals for Gaffney, 7 goals for Perry, and that's critical to the midfield.
Guys on the outside, but they may have to readjust that strategy because Harvard right now is getting some really good shots off.
Checks in King for some Crisco. I don't know how he got under there. And I missed what the call was, but it is a 1-minute penalty. Matt Jackson is in the box.
I believe they're going to get an illegal body check on Travellini, who tried to go low when they were trying to clear it out on the other side.
Yeah, I stand corrected. It is Travellini in the box. Jackson's next to him, but I guess because he wants to. So this will carry over into the second quarter. And it will be
some of the things that they have done so well over the course of the season. Efficiency has been key for them. And right now with 7 in that opening 15, everything was working for them in their bag. Dodging down the alley, chief among them.
8 shots on goal, 7 of them went in. And they dominated possession despite not winning the faceoffs. Which it didn't even feel that way. Like, if you were to just ask, did Harvard win more faceoffs in the first quarter? I would tell you yes. They didn't.
Harvard trying to throw their own 10-man ride at the Terriers, and they tried to capitalize quick. But going back to your point, Joel.
Says that this is going to slow down at some point, right?
You would think, but the way they're operating on offense right now, it's not like it's a one-man show. Everybody's getting involved. Owen Gaffney and Andrew Perry come.
Without seeing the 3 others in the moment, probably the most open.
It's one of those things that you let them go, and that's the kind of juice it can give your bench. Everybody from Harvard just erupted when that went in. Puts it right on the money.
Harvard has been double polling face-offs at times tonight. They'll go with 1 pole here. Sean Jordan's at the top of the formation. Owen Guest is on the near side wing. Trying to create a ground ball. BU's going to win another. Fritz. Quick work in transition. Cycles it back out. Ben Morris has already scored. He'll check in. 5 in red running onto your screen.
You have not seen that very much this year, or really the past couple years from Will Barnes. And that just kind of gives you an idea of the state right now the Terriers are in. They can't buy a break.
He's the best goaltender in the Patriot League. One of the best in the country, Will Barnes. Sam King goes low, misses wide. How much of it for a keeper can be when it rains, it pours? Like, things just are going downhill, and maybe...
He said we gave him no muffins, right? It was either wide or it was a perfect shot for a goal. We didn't allow him to gain confidence by making easy saves. And I said to him, what do you expect to start the third quarter? And he said, look, we're playing a really good team, and we all know what this sport is like. We're not going to win this game by 9 goals, but we want to win the game. We just have to continue what we did in the first half.
Good look for BU coming out of the half. Trey Brown, first goal of the season. Harvard started the game with a pole goal off a face-off, and BU can play that game too.
And it's Trey Brown getting it done. Again, Brown started his career at LSM for the Terriers. The last couple of years, he had moved down to close, and he goes back to LSM today, or this season, I should say, before moving back down to close for this game in particular with Matt Freeman out. But
yeah,
they
it's
move
dizzying.
him.
It's hard to, yeah.
Exactly. It's a whirlwind for him, but they move him back up to LSM about midway through now, trying to find some more athleticism in the middle of the field. And what happens? A goal out of the gates here in the third.
And after dropping the opening faceoff in the second half, Harvard goes to a double pole, and a whistle against the Crimson will give the faceoff to BU anyway. Faceoffs have been such an issue for Harvard throughout the year. It's not about winning faceoffs, it's about losing them by less. Having to hear Princeton say, like, listen, that guy's not going to beat us. You find some other people to do it, and today Harvard has found those other people. It's almost more surprising that more teams don't try that, though. Quick look, off the face-off, Barraco, denied by Barnes.
Once again, the Terriers ran the backup. That is like the third or fourth time this half already that a huge break has gone their way.
You put the ball near him, you know he's going to catch it. And with the shot clock winding down, Bacchus just gives him a chance. First goal of the second half for Harvard.
Gonna kill you.
We've talked a bunch about the Princeton defense this past weekend, what it did to Sam King. What would you do to Sam King? Like, how do you take that guy out of it? For Princeton to say, we're just going to put a guy on him and lock him off and then play 5-on-5 lacrosse is incredible.
And it worked for them.
BU trying to score off of the faceoff behind the back with a pole. 5 goals on 6 shots on goal.
Efficiency is key. Isn't that what Harvard's offense runs on?
It's all about efficiency. They are one of the most efficient offenses in the country because they take good shots and they pass up okay ones for better ones. You've seen it a bunch tonight. Loose ball, picked up, transition. Well, they've already had 1 pole goal off a face-off today. They're going to play offense now regularly.
Almost sum of all parts. Everybody does their role exceptionally well. Almost like the Patriots under Bill Belichick. Do your job. The 6 that they have out there for the man-up unit with the Terriers execute at a ridiculous level.
Face-offs won by Sean Jordan. Harvard's gotten out of the face-off game so quick tonight. That's the 2nd pole goal off a face-off win for the Crimson. Sean Jordan's first of the year.
Check out the speed from Jordan. He had one poked free from a couple minutes ago. A trail check made it sail high, had a chance. This time, no. Finds its way home. The Boca Raton native, one of the primary LSMs for this Harvard squad. He's gotten some looks at close as well, but just brings that athleticism to the middle of the field that you can't replace.
Owen Umansky is going to take the face-off for Harvard. That ever-rotating carousel for the Crimson. And a procedural call goes against BU. Madden Murphy, who's their big-time freshman at the X. So it's another.
The most important thing for them will be turning their attention to the Patriot League. And so far, we've already seen them go toe-to-toe with Army, who is the favorite, and get that win on Saturday in overtime. And they'll have a good chance to be able to go down and once again put their name on it. They reach the championship